Hello and welcome to another episode of the TnN Show. Chris again is here. He's the mainstay of the show. You know, he's going to be giving a lot of analysis. I think today is going to be a very special day for Chris because of the topics that we've got. And why are you laughing, Chris?
Nothing.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be one of your happiest episodes. So we do look at a lot of topics in the football world. So guys, if you just want to maybe get a preview before we even do the shows, remember we get all these topics from tknews.co.zw. That's our website where we do a lot of sports stuff. So you can actually get a lot of information from there before you analyze it as well. So the big talking point of this past weekend, what really happened in the world of football, Chris? I don't remember. Can you give us a hint? What was the biggest thing to happen this weekend? Chris is just he's trying to act as if he doesn't remember, but let me remind you guys. It was the Champions League final.
It was a cup Champions League final, you know.
What was the result, by the way? I think I didn't watch the match. What was the result?
That was a very good win, you know, 3-0 win to Ali. I know you're gonna give me the platform, right?
Yeah. Chris is a Chiefs fan. We have to give you 5 minutes to just talk about it.
But I'm going to give the pen to myself.
Yeah.
And just start from the first whistle, you know.
Okay.
I have to say it was a good, showing from Kaizer Chiefs. The first 15, I mean, everyone I think who saw the match can clearly,
Yeah, I agree. I thought you were going to say for the first 90 minutes, then I was going to be like, are you crazy? But yeah, I do agree. They started well.
First 15 minutes, Mashani, Ngobo and Nukovic, getting a feel of the ball, in the attacking third. A bit of lax, there and there, of course, which is why they didn't manage to, to bury their chances. Okay, no, to bury whatever spell or whatever, momentum that they tried to build. But from the 20th minute till the 90,
yes,
it was a no-show from Amakos. It was more like, okay, Peter, we respect you. You are the best coach in town. Here's the league. Sorry, here's the Champions League. You can go on, celebrate Fufu Motsepe's dreams of you winning with Ali, you winning with Sundowns.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's the thing, Chris.
Mashiane for me, 3 out of 10. Okay, actually, because of the red card, and a very, very solid 0 out of 10.
Yeah, because
right?
I think it's a stupid red card.
Because I wanna lie,
it's a stupid one.
He is so late, extremely late. There is no way he was gonna get to that ball. There is no way. 1, a stupid challenge. 2, you late. 3, we're literally 7 minutes away from halftime.
He didn't need to make the challenge.
7 minutes away from halftime. I'm telling you the truth right now.
Yeah.
With the shaky first half, okay, with the first good 15 minutes that we had, but then the remainder of the half getting shaky, you can't lose your head. You can't, right? You need to stay in the game. You need to know that chances are gonna come. Al hadn't scored. They hadn't created anything. All the four shots towards goal in their first half, all of them were off target because it was close there. That 4-2 block had that central place closed. So the easiest thing that they had to do was take on shots. But at pace, Spirits had the balls flying over the goal, right? But then
you call them Spirits.
But then second half, right?
Yeah.
We come in because Mashane is now off the pitch. The defensive work towards Ngobo and Parker obviously, has to increase a bit. Further that, when we now need to press, let's say, an early player, Parker is now getting drawn into play, Blom gets drawn into play. On the left-hand side of our alley, they had joy. The ball was just coming there. Vatlele is now caught between a 2v1. Can he mark this player who can cut inside, hit a shot, or should he follow the left back who was bombing up and down the pitch the whole 90 minutes? that's when everything just started to crumble. That's when everything just started to crumble for me. The tactics from the get-go were spot on for me. Like I want to be very honest.
I was about to ask you
maybe
about the tactics.
maybe personal, maybe a machine in for Kama billet, you know, because this is just genuinely my belief, Tinashe, and I'll always say this.
Yeah.
The first time I ever played the best game of my life was when either a senior was not there or a senior was injured. Because when you come in and you're supposed to surpass your senior and you're already starting, it's not every young talent who has the ability to outclass someone who's on the bench, yet they're already playing. Some youngsters prefer to, okay, you come out, then I come in, and then make sure that I just try and maintain. You know, I just try and maintain. That type of thing. But the pressure hit that lad.
Oh, Mashian.
It hit him from top to bottom. Could not secure a pass. Could not make a pass. Could not dribble past a player. Parker for me, 3 out of 10, because first 15 minutes he's getting the ball, he's doing the simple thing, he's moving the ball. If every single time that Parker did get the ball and all they concentrated on was just, you know, maybe just playing it a bit, because we were in formation. But after that, you know, when you start pressing a lot, but they're still bypassing, that drop back to cover the 45, when you drop back, you think it's about to take a shot and they just recycle. Then they go side to side, they wear you out, they open your lines vertically, and
horizontally.
What's the top? They open your lines horizontally and also vertically. Then that means you're gonna be weighed out, and by the time the game reached 70, Kaizer Chiefs in the tank, nothing is done. And also, I'm not really one to give an excuse, but we also consider the conditions. Ali knew, obviously, for Kaizer Chiefs to get the ball, they're going to need to press us. Is there pressing? It's hot. Let's just give him a run around.
And it's summer in that desert region, just imagine.
Let's just give them a run around. You can't press a team for 90 minutes. It's not possible, right? So, the fact that they couldn't press for 90 minutes, when they sit, the ball is being passed around. But could they really just stay there and watch them play? They had to press and go get the ball. But a 10-man press against 15 men on Ali. Yeah, because I'm not lie. If I then consider how even Dieng, that CDM, came into the game for Ali, that was 2 players in one. That was 2 players, because I remember there's a time when Billet and Ngobo tried to press the guy, right? He literally just holds the 2 of them off and releases the ball. Simple like that. But now my question is, does Katsande not have the strength? Is he not one of us working midfielders?
Yeah, he is.
I don't know, but yeah, it was a very poor performance. I'll start from the top. Nukovic probably a 5 out of 10. You know, nothing that came to his chest was really sticking. You know, when he did get the ball to his chest, he's trying to dribble, and you know he's a big lad and everything. We don't really expect that from him. You know, all he's supposed to do, just get the ball down on your chest. If there's no real option in the final third, just reset the ball into the middle third, midfield, or literally just go back to your left back or right. Okay, not right back. Well, I mean, you can't switch the ball from the side to the side. But you know, and even for me, the awareness of not knowing, if you're playing with the Nukovic, what's your best bet? Do you sit deep, hit the ball long, or you all go to one side, hit the ball long there so that you can win the second ball? Because in the air, Nukovic was winning everything, but most of the times he's flinging on the ball
to an Ali player.
Yeah. Sometimes he's chasing down the ball. 3 players of Ali already around him. If he loses the ball there, because Kaizer Chiefs are sitting deep, right? Because of how naive they were and everything. By the time that you want to press Ali, you're opening lines in between, right? Okay, Nukovic 5, Marcian is 0.
That's
0
so
out of 10.
That's
No,
so harsh. He's a young kid.
It doesn't matter.
maybe he's gonna learn from this experience. That's
Yes.
what when we call, these are the experiences.
Yes, and he will watch the show and he will see me say 0. And if
I think maybe 3.
I would tell you,
Yeah.
in football,
Yes.
I used to have a coach in Zim, Marvin Moyo.
Yeah.
Right? Marvin Moyo had no second chances with you. It's either you get the job done or you're out.
I understand.
And for Mashani, inexperience, late tackles, zero traps. Oh, no, not 0.
You're just being harsh on the kid, Chris. You have to encourage him to do better.
But I'll say one thing. Well done to to Ngobo and Mashani for taking the courage. I remember there's a teammate I once played with where you tell them to start and they really say, "Nah, I want to come off the bench and stuff." So for a young player to be given the nod like that, by one of the biggest coaches, Stuart Baxter, and be able to take on the chance, we're an applaud. But for the facts and for what football stands for, right? Mashani's performance was dismal.
I agree. No, I do agree.
Poor.
Yes, I agree, Chris.
Below standard.
So maybe a 3 out of 10.
So you call it below standard a 3 out of 10?
Yeah.
0. 0.
Chris is just being harsh. Okay, go on.
Yeah. Then so Mashani really his whole game was just a flop, honestly speaking.
Yes.
Come the new season, big mentality now. Hit the gym, do the sprints, hit the jog, and just get stronger. They've played against Al Ali now. They know what they are about. They know the heat now.
Yeah, right.
They know what the CAF Champions League now stands for. So if they're played at that level, now come the season, all they just need to do is fight so that they can get their placement in the Champions League the following season, since they can't participate in the season since they finished
8th. Yeah, your club are dismal. Yeah, they're dismal. Everything about them. But I don't know. I hope you enjoyed watching the class act, because it was like an art lesson from our Ali.
I actually I haven't finished. Then we go on to Parker. Parker 4, because he did show a bit of maturity, and also for me it was just genuinely the hard work. In as much as that okay, the team was down, I saw him chasing a couple balls up and down the pitch. In as much as he was in as much as sometimes he was losing his discipline and pressing a four-man Ali.
Yeah, and it's 34, 35.
In that structure. I mean, you can't do that. So people who can pass the ball like that, you just need to hold your shape, stay compact, keep your lines, vertically and horizontally nice and tight, watertight, and just make sure that you don't concede anything. But now when you're not forced to press, a bit, and you don't really have the legs to be pressing, it kind of took a toll. It didn't really make any key passes for me. A lot of the times when I did expect him to switch the ball and everything to where the overload was, he wanted to dribble through, like what many South African players, try to do, a lot of the times. I think the only team that I haven't seen who play the ball with intent are Mamelodi Sundowns, honestly speaking.
Yeah, I think they had a great teacher.
But some of these other clubs, it's needless dribbling, needless passing, you're spending 4, 5, 10 touches on the ball, not really going anywhere. And the Kasi flavor is, the way that they play the football. But when you then go to teams like Al Ali, where they care about the tournament and winning the tournament and not really the personal, game that they have, then there's going to be a huge difference.
So in other words, you're just telling me these South African players suck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, fine.
I'll give credit, to a few.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, someone like Shalulile, he's there for the job, he's there to finish, right? Because then I'll take you back. Orlando Pirates against Kaizer Chiefs, Rakale gets the ball on the wing. In as much as there are
2-0 up, I think it was 2-0.
2-0 up, right? And it's probably like 75 minutes. he starts to dribble.
No, but Rakele was just a poor player, bro.
All
I
those
think
things.
you give him 5 stars on FIFA, but then everything else is not really good at.
Right? He's not doing skills on the ball and everything. I'll tell you the truth. Remember when Ronaldo used to dribble a lot in that Arsenal game? Who kicked him again?
I don't know who kicked him, but
At the corner flag.
Yeah.
I've never seen Ronaldo dribble needlessly like that. It's because a lot of the times, you know, they just allow it, you know, and I hate that type of football.
South African players dribble needlessly.
Needlessly.
Right.
You know, even sometimes when I see like those games are in the Kasi, you know, honestly speaking, for the love of Diski, for the love of Kasi flavor, probably that's the stage where it should. But now when we come to professional football, right, we need results. We need some determination within the players to show whether they really want to be in the club or not. So yeah, then
Chris, the next Jose Mourinho, doesn't allow players to even dribble. I'm just joking.
then we move on to Blom.
Yeah, I thought Blom was very poor.
3 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, he was very poor.
1, it was a positional discipline. Not knowing when to press, not knowing where the danger signs were really gonna come from. I mean, for a good 10-20 minutes, you could see that Mpahlile was being overran on the wing.
It's true.
Instead of you being the second centre mid, the second number 8, you know, to cover that wing position, so that, because in that position, if Mpahlile now goes nice and tight on the wing back, right, then obviously Blom now concentrates. Sorry, on the winger, then Blom now concentrates on the wing back, or vice versa. They can easily neutralize. But if we look at a lot of times, even that goal,
I think 2 of their goals.
all 2 goals
Yeah.
came from a central position, and in all those 2 goals, Mpahlile and Blom were nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, Malu was doing them really good. Yeah.
Malu there on the left back, but yeah. Then Katsandi, probably an easy 4. Poor communication, really. You know, some of the times I'll notice that he's facing play. He can see that we're in the structure, but a lot of the times when, I don't know, is it a thing that they can't hear each other? But
they can, surely they can. Chris.
But if we could hear them so loudly through the mics, then on the pitch, I mean, there were no fans there, so that means you can definitely hear yourselves. Because if we could hear what the coaches are saying, right, or sometimes even I think I could even hear the ref sometimes. You know, when you get that yellow card, I could hear. You know, we always ask, you know, when are they going to introduce that thing where we really need to see. But yeah, then really for someone who was playing CDM, no.
I like it when you're emotional.
He didn't control it. He didn't control it at all.
But did he have the ability to control it?
But Sinasi, the thing is, when we face a West Brom, are we gonna say Livermore did not control the midfield because he didn't have the ability? You expected to control. So when we ask you if you didn't control, it's a yes or no question. It's not a do you have the quality or do you not?
All right.
Yeah, it's a yes or no question. So Katsande did not control the midfield, and hence he failed.
All right.
Let's be very honest. If you play CDM, the only reason why Kevin Phillips and Rice had so much credit during the Euros was because of how well they managed to control the midfield. In as much as it was not the dynamic controlling of the midfield, right? It was sufficient enough for England to be where they are right now.
No, I agree with you, Chris, but that's what I'm saying. You look at the teams that England were playing against. The CDMs failed to control the midfield because Phillips and Rice were controlling it. Was it because those CDMs had a lack of quality, or maybe Katsande is just not good enough for the stage? I'm not trying to be harsh.
Yeah, no,
but
facts,
maybe that was it. Maybe
Sorry.
he got phased by the occasion. I don't know.
Probably, yeah. But I was.
I understand your disappointment as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, but yeah, go on, Frosler,
5.56 because his average kind of dropped for me because, in as much as he knew that okay, I have Parker, you know, in the squad, and everything, if I do pop up on the wing, if I do put a ball in the box, Nukovic and everything. But we need to realize that my team is failing to put the ball high up the pitch, right? Him bombing up and down the pitch just killed the team, right? He was not conservative in the way he was going up and down the pitch. It was a bit lax for me, thinking that he could overlap like the whole time, because even if I noticed that goal that was scored by the first one.
Yeah, by the striker. Oh yeah, I remember.
Sheriff. Yeah, yes. Sheriff. Where that winger, the channel he runs into, if Frosler is close enough, yeah. I'm not necessarily saying he's not gonna score, but in football, all we ever say is just make it a bit more.
Yeah, make it difficult.
Make the player work a bit harder.
Yeah.
Right? Then we always complain, whenever we play FIFA. Akpe, there is no way a player from that position can blast in the ball. The only way you can score from there is either around you or a delicate finish. Stay high and tight on your feet till the player hits the ball. You get there, you're already facing the other way. You're facing the other side. For me, when I see that run, then I see Mato, right? He's running towards the goal. I was like, perfect, he's going to close. But then there's a moment he just stops. Why are you stopping?
I don't know, maybe he was trying to offside trap.
No. As soon as you see that there's a ball in behind, Cardozo is beaten there. There's no way, because
you can't recover, yeah.
Because if it's, let's say, high up the pitch, all that player has to do is just take a touch onto his inside. Cardozo is behind, he's on the inside, right?
You're right.
Mato, as soon as you see that Cardozo has been beaten for pace and the keeper has come out, you are running straight onto the goal line. Because I wish we could see footage or something. And I'll show you. He just decelerates for maybe 2 seconds. Then by the time that he says, it's because his assumption is Akpe is already close.
Yeah, he's covered.
He's already covered. But you don't assume those type of things. All you ever do as a defender, let's take a very good example. There are times when, West Brom will lose, let's say 5-3, right, to let's say a City, okay? In as much as they do concede, some of the clearances or some of the defending I see, if they don't defend with their hearts like that, they're losing 10-3. Right? Yeah. So it's that determination for me. That's not there. Even if you remember, Pedro against Brazil. David Luiz. As soon as he saw that his backline was beaten, he did not even concentrate on Pedro. He went straight to the line.
That was one of the best goal and clearances of it.
Even Boateng. Neuer comes out for a cross. Boateng sees my keeper is out. It's not one-on-one against the striker. The next opportunity. Bonucci. The Euros. That outside. Was it Bonucci? No, it wasn't.
I think it was Florenzi. In 2016, yeah. It was Germany, yeah.
Right? Against Germany. You notice that, okay, the ball has got out. It's a corner kick. My goalie, there's no way he can see everything from the left and everything from the right. I will assume he will cover centrally and everything, but for this post, I'll cover. The ball is hit nice and crisp. He throws on the leg, he defends. It's those type of things, but I mean, I'm out of breath. I've always supported Chiefs from a very young age. When you said Tau, Kune was still at his prime. We still had Musona was still part of our ranks. And everything.
But you're not that good anymore.
This performance was a no-no for me. It's a 0. My best bet is I hope that tactical discipline that they did manage to show for the first 15 minutes, when everyone comes in, when Billiard, because I want to be very honest, that game, Ngobo and Mashani, if we have a Billiard and Wanyama, in as much as they don't have too much pace, I'm sure we could have just created something. Because let's be honest, I didn't see how Ali used pace at any point.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was. This place looked too fit for me, hey.
And they've got a great trainer. They've got a great trainer.
But I mean, if you hold on to the ball for a good 70 minutes,
then you don't run yourself into the ground.
How can you be tired?
Then you can put in players like Dieng in the second half.
He didn't even sweat. Let's be honest.
He didn't even break a sweat.
Not even. So yeah. But I'll just finish off. On a high note, well done to Ali, and Patrice Motsepe. I think we need to definitely give him the accolades. He deserves everything.
Why does Patrice Motsepe deserve accolades?
Because, sorry,
Pizzo.
Well done to Pizzo Motsepe.
He's the best coach in Africa.
Pardon me for that. Well done to one of the best coaches in Africa. Pizzo. I think on the global stage, he's really doing it. Good for Africa. He's really doing well, and I think European sides, we're just having.
I think he should go to the Premier League now.
Yeah, he can definitely fit. Probably, I would say.
Yeah.
Somewhere around the top leagues.
Yes.
To get a feel.
Exactly.
The Premier League is hot.
All right.
First season in.
Maybe it goes to the Bundesliga.
First season in, because if I can be honest, when he now faces a Pep or any of those guys, if you're gonna be a top coach, right? Whenever you face, let's say, a Mourinho, he's he's a special one. He's a loud mouth. He talks a lot and everything. You just want to, just beat him a bit.
Yeah.
So I think that experience for me, he needs to feel 1 or 2 losses at a lower level, right? Then he will grow. How old is he now?
I don't know. I think he's in his 50s or late 40s.
Yeah. So,
but one thing I can say about Pizzo, Chris, I think what I like about him, why I think he can fit in top leagues is he's got the personality. He's got that edge. He also talks a lot. He's a bit like Mourinho. You talk a lot of shit in the press. You remember when he came here, then they beat Sundowns and he was talking a lot of shit about the Sundowns owners and everything.
Yeah.
How they were planning all these protests against him. He also talks a lot of shit. I think that's why I like him a lot in the top leagues, because he's got that personality. You bring a lot of... Yeah. So you're done venting about Chiefs now.
But one thing I will say is, he won't fail.
Yeah, he won't fail. He's good enough.
He won't fail. Nah,
he's good enough.
He's good enough.
Listen, European teams, take a bet on this guy, Pizzo. He's one of the very best in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
I rarely say this about African coaches, but he is the one from Africa. I think he's the best one we've created in a long time. All right.
So
I wanted to ask you about the striker, the first goal, because you were complaining about the first goal. I just really like the movement and the quality of that goal.
Yeah.
My problem, Chris, I don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh, but I don't see strikers like that, near that level in the Absa Premiership, in the DStv Premier League, okay, what it's called. I don't see any strikers near that level. Maybe Shalulile, but all the other ones, I don't see them with that type of quality.
Yeah.
What can be done to improve, the DStv Premiership? Because on another level, this was just showing us that, the difference in quality between those guys playing in Egypt and the guys playing in the DStv Premiership.
Wearing, I think, in South Africa,
yes,
the culture is, I just need to settle. Wherever my talent will get me, get that amount settled, then I'm done. In Europe, it's not about you settling. It's about, can I be the one on the center stage, right? Can I be the one who's in the mix of, I have everything, I have the most assists, I have the most goals, and everything. Because for Ronaldo and Messi to perform at the level that they performed for this past decade, you need to have a certain level of determination, right? Yes. Even if let's say, honestly speaking, even if you look at a good team like Sundowns, some of the injuries that they even have, I want to be very honest. Even sometimes Andy Lejali will go for, when it's off season, he'll come back the weight gain.
Oh yeah. A bit like Willian and Hazard.
Yeah, you know, like Willian and Hazard, you know. It's that type of show where I'm just like, okay, so are you really concerned about what's happening here on the football pitch, or are your goals, someone else? That type of thing. The determination is not cross sectional within the squads. The coach might have high ambitions, but probably the players that are employed are not really doing the job to that level. And I think I could say other things, but I'll put it down to determination.
Right.
They get the comfort of, oh, I'm getting my money now, I'm playing for a top team, I'm coming out on TV. Then for you, that's that. But for Ronaldo, it's even those matches when he does lose, can he contribute maybe 2 goals? Because he knows that on another day, my effort for 2 goals was going to help the team. But for today, I now need to focus on my personal growth.
Yeah.
That type of thing. So, but now, I notice a lot of the times, a Premier League team, the reason why those games always end in draws is because they get one, let's say 5 minutes, and they actually score early. And if you have a Betway slip, you're going to be thinking, oh, today I put that 3.5. I'm getting my goal.
Yeah,
today.
there's a lack of
They
goals.
score 1 in 10.
Premiership.
They score 1 in 10. Before I go too far, I want to be very honest. If I see Leeds score 1 in 10 minutes, I know that game is going to be very high scoring, because the other team is like, no, we can't sit back. If Leeds can score in 10, we can score in the next 2. And also defend better, then score again in the next 5. And then we rack up the goals for the squad from a personal growth as well. But in SA, they score 1 at 10. Pass the ball needlessly.
And do those needless skills.
Come the second half, the other team gets a spell, they score, they also get comfortable, but they're like, okay, this is better than a loss.
Yeah.
Then they settle there.
So yeah, maybe there's a lot to improve within the DStv Premiership's sporting culture. That's what I would say. So I think we need to wrap this up. Pete Thomas Man's team, I think they're going to win the league again. Do you think they're going to win the Champions League next season? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, yes. That's going to be 3 in a row for Pizza, all right? Okay, now let's look at your team a little bit better. There are rumors you guys have signed Keegan Dolly, Bongani Zungu. Of course, you guys had a year where you couldn't even buy players. Maybe that showed on Saturday that you hadn't bought players in a very, very long time. Your squad looks old. You've got some players there who still playing for Kaizer Chiefs who I don't think could even fit at a Golden Arrows, like Matoho. I don't think he still deserves to be a top player. What I'm gonna give you a chance to just predict the future for Chiefs. What do you think is gonna happen next season? You've got Stuart Baxter, then maybe a lot of more money because you didn't spend it over the last year.
I think it's gonna be. It might be a better campaign. Top 4 probably.
Do you fancy yourselves to challenge Sundowns? Because Pirates also have to have the expectations to try and challenge.
I do, but one thing I'll then put it down to is those mistakes from our Ali. I want to be very honest. If those tactics and that discipline changes from that our Ali game into the season, they can perform at any level. They perform at any level, because sometimes, when the game ends, we'll be like, but they started well. How did they? That how.
You want to remove that how?
If in training they can fix that how, they're done. They're done for me.
All right.
Yeah.
So done. Give me your top 4 DStv Premiership next season in order.
In order, Sundowns.
Yes.
Chiefs.
Yes. Chiefs second. Wow.
Pirates.
Big improvement, guys.
Then Swallows.
All right.
Yeah.
So Amazulu can do it again.
I do not know why.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was an injection of, courage, determination by Benny McCarthy. But do they have the quality to keep it up?
Yeah.
That's my only question. Stevie was their star show, but he's only 28. He's 28, and for some reason, when a player passes, a certain age, usually in the British Premiership, in as much as they are good in everything that they do, we can look at Mabena from Celtic.
Yeah.
He has moments of class, but it's not class personified from the first minute.
It's just so inconsistent.
It's very inconsistent. So can Benny McCarthy, keep Mulenga, keep Stebe, all those players who had a very good run, and also Jeremy Motwa, the goalkeeper, he just recently won the Kosovo Cup.
Congratulations, by the way.
Congratulations to him with the Kosovo squad. So can they maintain that gel so that they can keep going? But one thing that I do know is Sundowns are gonna be too hot.
All right. Since you've given your predictions, we're gonna look at them in May. Let me correct you whilst you still have a chance to correct you. I think Sundowns, yes, definitely. They're still tops. But I'll put my Pirates in second.
Okay.
I don't think we can be worse than Chiefs. Yeah.
All right.
Then Supersport in third. Then maybe Kaizer Chiefs in fourth.
Supersport in third?
Yeah.
No.
I think they're gonna be consistent.
Never. Supersport.
Yeah.
Supersport either 6 or 7.
Oh, that's what
I know them.
they're gonna shock you this time. My man Caetano is gonna shock you.
KT.
KT. I'm telling you.
We're from Zimbabwe. We have seen that football.
Okay, yeah, no, Supersport don't play nice football, but I think they're gonna get a lot more results this year. What's the guy's name? The top goal scorer. He's gonna score a lot more goals. Grobler. Bradley Grobler. He's gonna be top goal scorer once again, and he's gonna put them third.
Yeah.
Then you guys maybe come fourth.
Maybe, but
maybe. So we hope for the best in quotes for Chiefs. Yeah, whatever happens. We're moving on now into the other subtopics we've got for the show. UEFA and CONMEBOL, the association in South America, they're saying they want to create something called a Maradona Cup.
Okay.
Yeah, where the champions of the Copa America play the champions of the Euros. They might start it. I don't know if they're gonna agree. If they don't agree, I think it's just gonna be a friendly. Do you want there to be this tournament, this Maradona Cup? Is it a good watch or what?
Which teams are going to participate?
Yeah, Argentina won the Copa America, so it'd be Argentina and just Italy. It's just like a one-off game. Yeah, you like it?
It's I think it's a good match, But now I'm thinking something that is introduced so like all of a sudden into the game like this.
Yeah.
Are the players gonna feel the significance of it?
All right.
Are the coaches gonna bring in their top tactics? Are they gonna play?
It's gonna be a friendly.
or it's gonna be a friendly
Yeah.
because a lot of the times I think we've noticed friendly matches between international teams sometimes.
Yeah, they suck.
They're just so flat.
Yeah.
And everything. So yeah. What I was thinking is Maradona Cup will probably be the best 11 from South America.
If this is the best from Europe, the team of the tournament of the Euros. Yeah, I think that'd be an exciting idea.
But how about play the Maradona Cup with all the national teams? The best 11 from Africa.
All right.
The best 11 from South America.
I think I'd like that.
The best 11 from North America.
Because I think Africa would really get a chance to win.
Yeah.
We've got some good players.
The best 11 from Europe.
I don't know who's going to be the African goalkeeper.
Yeah, because I want to be honest. Yeah. This is something that I also question.
Yeah.
A lot of the times. Why is the Maradona Cup only being concerned to people who play the Euros and those who play the Copa America?
Of course,
How about those who played the COSAFA?
Yeah.
How about those? It could be a lower league, but how about those who played? Which other national tournament was there?
I think in North America they're doing the Gold Cup at the moment. That's like their AFCON in North America. Yeah,
exactly. All those things. So we need to see the best of Pulisic around other North American players. I want to see the best of Messi around other, alongside Vidal,
Messi, Neymar.
Messi, Neymar. I also want within Africa I want to see, Themba Zwane play alongside, maybe
Chris, though, would he play?
Themba Zwane would go.
Bruh, maybe as a sub.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would even fit, bruh. There's a lot of talent.
Zwane would fit.
I'd actually pick like Iwobi over Zwane, bruh. There's a lot of players. I know you like him, but Mane and Salah are gonna be playing on the wing there. Just like at Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't know who the striker is going to be. Zaha is gonna be there as well. We've got a lot of African talent, bruh. There's a lot of players.
But it won't be that combined XI be those who played. Zaha didn't play anything.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I feel you.
Maybe. Yeah, but yeah, from an emotional point of view, I'm a bit. How many teams from Europe qualify for the World Cup?
There's a lot. I think about 14. 14 of the 32 are supposed to be
So why is it 5 for Africa?
No, maybe because they say, I don't know why they put that thing there. Is it FIFA rankings and stuff like that? Because a lot of the African teams are lower ranked.
Level the playing field.
No, but okay, Chris, I understand. I agree with that, but at the same time, you look at even the 5 that go for Africa, like in 2018, all of them, they just got whipped.
It doesn't matter. Right? But the fact that matters is this guy's got a chance to be there and show their talent.
All right, maybe. I kind of agree with you. I actually advocate for more African teams.
There's a guy I know right now in Burundi who's better than Neymar, but they don't know him.
No, I get you. I'm in support. I'm in support of making it sort of like equal. But I don't know how would the qualifiers, let's say for South America work, because I think also 5 teams from South America go. If we say 14 teams from South America, they've only got like 10 teams over there, that side. I don't know how it would work, but I agree with you. We need to find a balance. I think maybe 2 more. I'd say 2 more from Africa at the time being. But yeah, they have to work on creating a balance because we've got a lot of talent here.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move into a transfer rumor.
Okay.
Golini, rumored to, they say they're actually in talks for a loan deal for him to come to Tottenham Hotspur. I think this is a sign of how Lloris has gotten older and just making a few more mistakes. Is he an upgrade to Hugo Lloris? That's what I wanted to find out. You know a lot about goalkeepers.
When I compare the two, a part of me feels like Lloris has the reflexes, also has the composure a lot of the times.
Yeah, Lloris is a cat. He's a cat.
He's definitely a cat. But if I then look at, let's say, Golini, positional discipline for me has been quite good. When I just look at many of his games for Atalanta, especially that season that they really did play well, and they finished fourth, right?
Think, yeah.
That was for me one of the best campaigns that they ever participated in, and Golini was a good show for them. How old is Golini?
It should be 25, 26.
Yeah. How old is Lloris? 30?
33, 34.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think it is a step in the right direction, definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna be an agent for a really long time because we're gonna be talking about a lot of transfer rumors.
Yeah.
Saul Niguez, there's rumors of him leaving at 30. I think he's gonna leave because there's a lot of teams really interested in him. There's talks of a Griezmann swap with Barcelona. That's for financial reasons, of course.
Yeah.
Then also United and Liverpool are interested. So where should he go? What should he consider? Saul, this is time to listen. A lot of advice is coming from Agent Chris.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
So ever since that Bayern Munich goal,
I don't know, but he's been playing different positions. I think last season he's been playing more of a central defensive midfielder most of the time and left back. So he's not really playing those attacking. Because when he first got into the Atletico Madrid team, he used to play right mid a lot.
Okay.
Then he went into the center. Now he plays left back sometimes.
Yeah. I think maybe for the composure and for the left foot, probably. But
and he's also 26.
Yeah, and also he's quite young. So yeah. If he comes into a team like United, where is he gonna play? How good are his defensive qualities?
I don't know. I think he's very good. He's played centre back before. He's played left back before.
Yeah.
He's played central defensive midfielder before.
Yeah,
When you play for Simeone, I think even if you're a striker, you can play CB for a game.
So I think if he can provide some composure there at CDM, for United, because I think that's the only position right now that's really lacking. Centre mid, we have, in as much as McTominay is considered, to be a very deep line, centre mid, I think sometimes when he does pop up within the edge of the box, he has a good crack. He actually has that nice crack better than Pogba does.
You're gonna get murdered.
No.
You're gonna get murdered. United fans are listening to this chap.
Listen.
He says McTominay can strike a ball better than Pogba.
Listen.
Justify yourself, bro. Justify yourself, Chris.
Not that he can hit it better than Pogba can, but he has gotten into many positions that Pogba didn't pop into during the season. So that's only I want to say. No, but no, sorry, forgive my chat. In terms of quality, Pogba obviously is there, but in terms of work rate, I think I'll definitely give it to McTominay. So yeah, I don't know how it balances out, but even for Liverpool, he will fit in, but.
Yeah, because they still haven't replaced Gini Wijnaldum.
Yeah, Gini Wijnaldum, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, actually, that's another talking point, so yeah.
Okay. And Alex Telles, they say he might be leaving United to go on loan to Roma or Inter Milan. Do you think he should leave? Because I think you might lack depth in the left area.
Yeah, actually.
Luke Shaw has really played well, and he's the starter, but what if,
Injuries.
1 or 2 injuries come back to
definitely.
him? We hope he doesn't, but you never know with football. Should he leave? What should happen?
But I'll question the maturity, but Williams, for me, the few times that he did come on, he has shown a bit of potential, a bit of work, so...
But Ole is rumored to be getting rid of him as well.
Really?
Yeah, they say he might get Trippier. Maybe because Trippier can play left back and right back, I don't know. But Williams might be going.
Okay, but yeah.
Then one player we know for sure is not going to be around at United at the start of the season. It's going to be Marcus Rashford. He's going to be out for quite a period of time, I think, until October.
Yeah.
How is that going to impact you guys? Because I think, Rashford is a nailed-on starter in your team, isn't it? Or is he a guy who's in and out? I think he's a starter.
Yeah, he is, but we got depth to cover that.
You got depth. Who's there?
James.
Oh, yeah. But you don't believe in him, Chris. You don't believe in James.
I don't believe in James. No. I criticize James. It's not that I don't believe in him.
Oh, you do believe in him. All right.
I do believe in him. You can't criticize something that you don't actually believe in.
All right. Oh, because you don't care.
Because you don't care.
Right.
So obviously, when you find yourself talking about something, then definitely there should be some margin of caring that comes with it. Right. And when I was just seeing the way he was running past players, in the championship, or probably that goal against Southampton, I'll never forget it. He has moments of quality. He just needs to know how to keep himself at the top level of this game. Because let's be honest, if he gives in that performance for Wales for United, he'll start every game. There's no way he won't.
So you even bench Jadon Sancho, eh?
No. Excuse me. Never. What? Yeah. So actually,
yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be Cavani down the middle.
Sancho on the right.
Greenwood on the left. Sancho on the Greenwood on the right. Sancho on the left.
All right. Before Rashford comes back.
Before Rashford comes back. But my chat is, if Greenwood, Cavani, or Sancho are gelling well enough that we're getting goals.
Yeah.
When he comes back, please, can he come on 70 minutes?
All right.
Only has this thing of,
if it's Rashford, he has to start.
If it's Rashford, then he has to start sometimes.
But it's good though. He's a good bowler.
No,
he's a bowler.
He's a good bowler. But I mean, sometimes we don't really care about how big you bowl. We really want points on the check.
Yeah, I will see. Definitely. I think if United is playing well, I think the guys can stay in the starting lineup. But United don't really start well.
Yeah,
that's
they don't.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They start well the first 5 games. I remember that one season. Then another 10 games, they go back to 8th. Another 5 games, go back to 4th. Another 5 games, 6th. Another 5 games, 2nd.
That's your team.
another 5 games first, and by the end of the season you're second.
Still good though. Second is better than fourth. Chelsea were fourth.
Yeah, Chelsea are quite poor. Nah,
Yeah,
but I'm joking.
those are European
No,
champions.
actually, those are European champions.
All right.
So yeah, we can move on to the next.
I'm taking you back to the Euros. You remember the whole penalty debacle? You and Roy Keane, I wasn't part of it. You were criticizing Jack Grealish, saying he should take a penalty and whatnot. Then Jack Grealish came out. He said he wanted to take a penalty. He said it flat out on Instagram. He said, I told the coach I want to take a penalty. Then I was told, no, that's sort of putting Gareth Southgate under the bus. I just want to ask, if you're a professional player, is this something you do? Do you then go out in public and say, no, guys, you're criticizing me, but I wanted to take a penalty? Or was he just supposed to shut up? Because I got a little feeling that, it's kind of putting blame on Southgate, sort of throwing him under the bus.
I want to be very honest.
Yeah.
We cannot judge any England player for what they say, for the way they react to everything. Because imagine you're in your own country.
Yeah.
Then you're blamed for something, but you actually had an intent to do something else, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, there are no excuses, at that level and everything. But if I can be very honest.
Yes, be honest, Chris.
With the abuse and everything that was happening there, if I see someone attack me, I'm just straight up telling them the truth.
Right.
So if Southgate is gonna have a reaction towards that, then you should have a mature relation to it, because I definitely told him that I wanted to take a pen and you said no. So now for the media to come out and say, why didn't Grealish take a penalty? I think this is the tweet. My heart wanted to take a penalty, but the gaffer always has the best say, so you can't really fight about that. He's not blaming Southgate, or is he?
I don't know. I thought it seemed as if,
obviously, when we really look at it,
yeah,
it was just a blame game. Ever since they lost that game, even with France,
yeah,
let's look at it. As soon as they lost, pointing fingers, that type of thing. But I don't know if I gonna be that person, or if I ever be, but I'm not one who likes to talk.
Oh, so if you're Grealish, you're just gonna keep quiet, whatever. Oh, okay.
Because Roy Keane had his time, right? And he played. And people always had something to say.
Yeah.
Not that I'm playing, people are always gonna have something to say about me. And generally speaking, in life, humans are opinionated, so they're always gonna say something, but you don't really need to. You take what's right, that will help you. Grealish, he will take all the criticism from the social media and everything. Go back into the gym, work hard, get bigger calves, wear your socks below your ankles. Your Grealish kills me. That style. Then I come back, be the most fault player, create chances and win games.
I see. All right. Okay, let's move to something positive. Sergio Ramos finally left Real Madrid after a long time. I personally thought it was time for him to go. He's not at PSG, of course. Is he going to be the guy? Because you spoke a lot about how they're not a team, how they're a bit of individuals, and that really affects their success, especially in Europe, where you have to be a team to try to win the Champions League. Is he the guy with his sort of leadership qualities who's going to get around PSG, make everyone come together, make everyone play as one, have the same objective when on the pitch? I think this might be a good signing for PSG if he kind of brings that sort of...
So it's going to be Marquinhos and Ramos centre back?
I don't know, maybe Kipembe, maybe, I don't know, maybe they play with the back three, but at least now they've got depth in that position.
That's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ramos has that father figure, in him. The way he was just posting videos, in as much as he didn't make it for the Euros, he still saw the determination, to keep running, or going through his paces by himself. That's a lot of determination for me. So yeah, well done on his move to PSG, and I hope, as you were saying, that determination, that father figure, that that maturity within the backline can show. Because I don't wanna lie, that defense will probably be, red hot if you can have a Kipembe there, Marquinhos, a Ramos as the back three. Then you have
Donnarumma in goal.
Donnarumma in goal. You have Gay in the midfield, you know, Verratti.
Wijnaldum as
Wijnaldum
well.
as
Pereira
well.
is there.
Pereira is there. You know, then up front, I don't know, Neymar, there haven't been any talks. You know, Mbappe, there haven't been any talks. So, although it's a free agent, so yeah.
Yeah. That's the next topic we have to talk about. You're gonna be the PSG owner for about 5 seconds now. Kylian Mbappe, he's got 1 year left on his contract. You know, there've been rumors that he's gonna sign, rumors that he's not gonna sign. What are you going to do now? Are you just gonna sell him now? Look for a buyer now, because you at least sell him when he's got a bit of value. At least you get some money back to use to replace him, or just let him go for free the next season. What are you doing? Are you just gonna bet on Mbappe? I'm gonna keep him, then try to convince him, then throw the next year and take the chance of him leaving on a free, or sell him now?
I have a feeling he's gonna, this season he's gonna have the pressure of he needs to win something. Definitely, he wants to obviously, you know, get his name to for someone who won the World Cup. You know, the rumors and everything like around him are not too good. You know, so obviously he's trying to fix that reputation. Horrible campaign, you know, in the Euros. Probably we voted him as one of our worst players.
Yeah, he was the worst. Yeah.
So you know, I bet whatever that the club decides to do or him, it's gonna be for the best bet of does it involve trophies? So can they win for me? So yeah.
So if you're the owner of PSG, you're letting him stay.
He has to stay, yeah, because now I'm also thinking PSG obviously believe they have great ambitions of winning. So if letting Mbappe go, I don't think it's a chat.
All right.
Yeah.
So lose him for nothing. At least sell him
Next
now
season.
for At least sell him now for maybe you get 70, 80 million. I don't know, even 100 and something million for a guy as good as Mbappe.
It doesn't, maybe I'm not there as yet, but this thing's with the money.
Also, you'd rather just keep him.
Rather just keep him, you know, because you never know what him winning the Champions League with PSG will do for the club, will do for everyone else around him. So yeah.
All right. Next, we go to another top striker.
Yeah.
There are rumors that maybe Lewandowski is now a bit unsettled. It happens once in a while. Lewandowski says, "I don't want to be at Bayern anymore." So those are the rumors as well. Manchester City have tried to get Kane. They've already put 100 million plus Sterling and a lot of other players. Spurs have said no. Is this a cheaper option? Should they just give up on Kane now and go for Lewandowski, or they should keep in pursuit of Kane? It's a Lewandowski or Kane thing now for Manchester City.
I think City would definitely want to go with a Kane. You know, he's more familiar, you know, to the Premier League. You might be one of the best players, yes, you know, as Lewandowski once showed us, you know, scoring those 5 against Wolfsburg, you know, destroying Madrid in that 2012, you know, Champions League and everything. But how old is Lewandowski? He's a bit
32,
older, yeah, 32. So they'll definitely want to go for a Kane so that they know that at least they can have a solid 4-5 season. With Lewandowski probably paying for 1 or 2. So do you go for a cheaper option with 1 or 2 seasons, or you go for a more expensive option with probably 6-5 seasons ahead? So yeah, I think that's the major debate right now.
All right. Let's talk about the small clubs, because we really give the small clubs some love. We're going to be talking about Arsenal now. It's time for the small clubs. They're trying to buy Ben White. They say, I think the bid is already agreed, £50 million.
Where's Ben White from again?
Brighton. Yeah, £50 million. That's the part that's getting to me. I don't think he's worth that. Is he worth that? I don't know. I just want to get your opinion on that, because I think it's very overpriced.
That's worth. I think Ben White 30
million.
30 maybe.
Okay. But do you think it's going to make a difference at an Arsenal? Is it going to help them?
Honestly speaking, like, we'll have to see. But my prediction is, what position does he play again?
Centre back.
Nothing.
Where did you say nothing?
Because Arsenal need a cross-functional change. You know, from the back to the front, there just needs to be a change. You know, there are players, let's say like Smith Rowe and stuff.
Yeah.
If we look at his qualities, he now needs. He can't be playing with a Willian. Let's be very honest. You can't. You need to be going for, you know, players that can help you grow, players that can help you be better, if I can say so.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you a moment maybe to give your team some love. Recently, a report came from the Premier League showing the clubs which play the most youngsters from the academy. Manchester United are number one in the Premier League. They give the most minutes to the academy players. I don't know if that makes you feel happy or what. I'm just going to give you a chance to just say what you think about that. Should United continue believing in the youth? Because you gave 10,000 minutes to academy graduates, even though Pogba is also one of those because he's from the academy as well.
The sustainability of any club, especially in this modern day and age, it's how many sets of 11 every year you can produce that can definitely compete at the top level. If I can be honest, when players grow with a culture, with the determination of knowing that if I make it in the academy, I'm gonna have minutes. I'll even look at the player. You remember Alex Gomez?
Yeah.
Right. Number 56 had a very good under 19 season. Then in the youth league, I saw he got his notch. In the Europa League, it might be a lower level tournament. That you are playing in. But if I can be honest, that belief, that lad playing, at a higher stage, the youth league and the Europa League obviously, do different. The intensity is different and everything.
Yeah.
So by the time that Gomez is now asked to start maybe 10 games in a row, week in, week out, you won't complain because he's already trained to play at that level, and that's because of academy football.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's actually very, very important.
Just not
there's no player who will give you more determination than an academy player will, because academy players, they grow, right? The culture, it's all they eat, it's all they smell, it's all they drink, the surroundings, and everything. So now when you finally wear that United shirt, but not for your youth team, but now for the first 11, it will definitely mean way more than
because I think in the academy you're just there saying I want to work to get to the first team someday.
To the first team someday, yeah. So yeah.
Not to make you too happy, Chelsea was also second, very close. So my team is also a bit good. Even though I think it's going to be changing now because we've already sold some academic graduates like Tomori. I think Abraham is going to go as well, maybe even Odoi. But last was Manchester City. And this is the best team in the land. So what does it mean? Just forget about the academy and make sure you win. Because the only guy they've got there is Foden.
There needs to be a balance.
And they actually had Sancho as well. So it's not like they don't have good players from the academy. Sancho is from the academy.
They need that balance, right? One, the balance. Then two, what I also then just suggest is there has to be that thing where academy graduates know that even though they could be better signings within the club, we still have a significance to it. That type of thing. So for me, City have managed to find the gap between making sure that only the finest of players come in from academy, then the rest they make sure that they sign.
So Sancho was not one of the finest. You reckon you couldn't make a difference at City?
He could, but let's be honest. If the manager that's there is not rating you, then he's not rating you. You can't change that fact. That's
so,
exactly
but okay, all right. The question now is: do you think Pep is stupid for not rating Sancho?
No, he's not stupid.
I think that was a stupid decision. Oh, Sancho is good.
So Fergie is stupid as well.
He made a couple of mistakes, yeah.
And one thing that I think we really do have to accept is that managers are human, and they've
got different opinions.
They have different opinions, and they do make mistakes. At some point, Fergie thought that Pogba was not the right person, at United and everything. We let him go.
I still believe Fergie. I think he's not the right person for you guys. I think you should sell him.
The problem is, one thing that really helps Pogba to still playing professional football today, it's just those glimpses. those moments of, What?
Yeah,
So
he
now,
is good.
when he scores that bang against West Ham, then we play Burnley. Obviously, we're starting him because we're like, West Ham, Burnley, they're teams that are you know, on the same level.
But of course,
you should be doing the same.
I don't think Pogba is a lack of ability. It's never a lack of ability. He does have the ability. But I think Fake got rid of him because he just thought maybe the mentality or the attitude wasn't right for his Manchester United. Maybe the Manchester United nowadays is a bit different. Pogba can fit, but in fact, it's Man United. I don't think it fit. Yeah. All right. Still speaking about Manchester United, there's rumors of you guys changing tactics, going with a 4-3-3 next season. Bruno and Pogba, I think. How do you think that's going to affect Pogba and Bruno? Maybe Pogba doesn't have to defend a lot more. Maybe Bruno has to defend just a lot more. I don't know. I think it's going to ruin Bruno's form. Then I'm going to be happy.
If I can be very honest.
Yeah.
Football, right?
Yes.
When you get on the pitch.
Yeah.
We're playing 4-3-3. I can see Bruno Fernandes there. I'm Pogba. Bruno Fernandes can see me. Whatever that it is that happens on the pitch, right? There are times when I see Kante in an attacking position, and Jorginho and Kovacic are doing the are doing the defensive work.
Yeah.
But who do we know who's better at defending?
Yeah, it's Kante.
Who won the ball high enough the pitch against
it's,
Madrid?
Yeah, it's Kante.
It was Kante, right? So I hate that. No, you need to defend. I need to.
All right.
I with a passion.
So it doesn't matter the tactics as long as there's that freedom when they're playing.
If we're playing a game, right? There are people like, let's say, Xavi and Iniesta, right? In as much as Iniesta would come out like on the wing, it wasn't necessarily the fact that Xavi cannot also get into those positions. That's my thing. There needs to be some sort of a gel within the team. Knowing that, let's be very honest, at some point I thought Guzans was a central midfielder. Because at some point I see they're doing rotations. Furela is the one who's getting the ball into the box, and Guzans is the one who's finishing on the 45. How does that happen? It's just purely teamwork. Bruno Fernandes, we know, has the legs to run as an 8, right? We also know Pogba has the same legs. If the ball breaks on the right hand side, is Bruno Fernandes gonna do that job that he does and not cover? Because Pogba is the one who's supposed to be doing defensive work. If it's on your side of the pitch and it's in your half, it's in your half space, then you close the angle in that half space. You know, that type of thing. Then when we attack, Bruno Fernandes, Pogba should have the ability to know that if I ping in, obviously when you talk about really long balls, Bruno is more of the killer pass into the goal. Pogba is more of the key pass into an area where at least, you know, we can have some danger, right? If one is deeper and Pogba is higher, don't now change your game just because maybe Pogba is in that advanced position. My one thought actually is that Bruno Fernandes should just look to create. Just create the normal way you create. Look for, even let's say sometimes if you see that you're being overloaded a bit, you can even tell Pogba to just shift a bit so that you can close the lines together.
I see.
Those type of things.
Okay. So to just finish it, quick prediction. Where do you think United are finishing in the next Premier League season? Give them a position.
I'll probably say second or higher. Second or higher.
All right. This is going to be an interesting season.
It has to be second or higher, yeah, definitely.
Okay, now going to Spain. There are rumors that, you know, I think Coutinho is like 3 games away from an installment where Barcelona have to pay a fee to Liverpool. Rumors are if they don't get rid of him, if they can sell him or loan him, they're just not going to play him this season because they just don't want to pay the money to Liverpool. They don't have the money to pay to Liverpool. Is that fair on Coutinho?
Coutinho has been through it, eh? These past 4 years.
Yeah, ever since he went to Barcelona.
He hasn't played a game. He hasn't played for the national team. He hasn't... I think his stats can even still do that color.
I don't know. You don't even know if it's still good anymore.
You don't even know. I have not seen the lad play football for a while now. Not really knowing the level, what really money does, at that level.
Yeah.
We are still very keen. I think we always talk about. We were
Yeah.
so keen to realize that when you're in that position, what does it really mean? If I was to continue, honestly speaking, I would just look to play.
But
How-
they're
how
just
much
gonna
is the
put you
game?
on the bench. They're just gonna. I think.
How much is the
If
game?
he plays 3 games, they have to pay Liverpool something like £10 million.
You have to pay Liverpool.
They have to pay Liverpool, £10 million.
Not-
That's why they don't want to play Coutinho.
Not
anymore.
Coutinho.
Not Coutinho. Coutinho is still on his wage, right? But they owe Liverpool money. When they were doing the deal, they something like if Coutinho plays like 50 games, then you pay us this amount of money. If he scores this amount of goals, then we pay you this amount of money. So now, if he plays these 3 games, they will owe Liverpool £10 million. So they just don't have that money.
They don't have that money.
They're just gonna keep him on the bench and not play him anymore. So I don't know how that is for his career. It's messed up.
It's messed up.
But it is, Chris. It's messed up. I don't understand. Because the thing is, no teams wanna buy him as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So yeah.
Maybe he's just going to retire. I don't know. What should he do now?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barcelona also want to buy Hector Bellerin because they lost. No, Inter Milan. I'm sorry. Inter Milan want to buy Hector Bellerin because they lost Hakimi.
But they have who's this?
Which one now?
Jamin.
Yeah, but do you think it's good enough?
Maybe not. So I think Bellerin can do the job for them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then this interesting story from the last week.
Yeah.
The Serie A is banned green kits.
Why?
From the 2022 season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Apparently, they're saying the people who pay the TV money, like the channel Sky and whatever for the rights, they're saying if a team wears a green kit, it's just so similar to the pitch. So the viewers maybe don't see the players.
Okay.
As
No.
much. You agree?
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Right. So what do Sassuolo do?
What I was actually thinking of is I introduced another kit. You can put white and green.
No, but I think the simple. Okay, yeah, Sassuolo wear black and green, right?
Mm.
But they haven't really said they're gonna ban Sassuolo's kit, but it might happen.
Yeah.
Is that fair? Because as a home kit, maybe if it's an away kit, you just I'll put any other color.
Another thing that I can just say is, some football grades or clubs just take this thing too personal.
This color thing.
Not this kind of thing, but so many things around the world of football.
Yeah.
Right? We don't know the channels. Probably there's some hidden information that we haven't really researched about and we really need to. But I was noticing that the other day.
Yeah.
Sometimes even wearing white during an afternoon game, I don't think it works well, because you see even the times when they try to adjust the contrast. You remember that time when I was saying that guy is good at changing the contrast? It's because he was doing quite well.
I remember.
But why go through the stress of having to change the contrast, on the TV, when you can just easily, just have players there wearing kits that can allow them, just wear a kit.
I don't know.
I
don't know. Would you like it?
When I was in primary school,
yeah,
they'll ask us. Sorry for the stretch. They'll ask us, do you guys want to wear red and green today, or green or red? We'll just be like,
whatever.
Bruh, we need to go win the match. Just give us a kit so that we can go wear this kit.
I don't know. Maybe it comes to a situation where the Premier League passes rules off. You can't wear red kits. Then United can't wear red now.
Does the Sassuolo kit have green on? Does the Sassuolo badge have green on it?
Yeah, it does. It does. That's what I'm saying. From 2023, the Premier League says United can't wear red anymore.
No.
You say, no, I'm just saying. For example,
but you can't ban red though.
No, I'm just saying. For example, if they find an excuse to ban the red kit, are you going to be okay with that? Then United maybe changes to wearing blue, like Chelsea.
No, we'll never wear blue.
That's what I'm saying. That's your new home kit because it's been banned.
I'll only wear a Chelsea jersey for the drip, not for not wearing blue and you wearing blue because.
No, I'm just saying.
So weird. United in blue.
Yeah.
Oh no, please.
Maybe that's how the Sassuolo fans are feeling about it as well. Sassuolo in red. We have to leave green. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It does make sense. So I guess my feeling of it probably makes sense as well.
Yeah. A guy you never loved,
Mm.
Eden Hazard. You know, there's speculation.
If you're the one who doesn't like Hazard.
Yeah, no, I don't like him for reasons.
I used to rate him. Then you were like, Chris, how do you like this player?
No, it's not about liking him. I
How
think I
do
like
you-
him. It's the same thing when you're talking about when it comes to criticism. I criticize him because I like him. I think he's talented. Yeah, that's why I criticize him. But there's rumors that he's not wanted in Madrid anymore. I don't blame them. He's been shit for them. But I don't know. I just want to get your feeling on this. Should they move on? I think it's time to move on.
They should move on.
Yeah.
They should move on. The way Chelsea moved on.
Yeah.
The way Chelsea and let's be honest, did Chelsea miss Hazard?
No, not really.
No.
But where should you go now? I actually think if Hazard leaves Madrid now, he's not going to go to a top team. Maybe even go to a Leicester. I think that's his quality now. No, just because of the injuries. He's talented, but, you know, he's always injured. He's never playing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
so I think he should leave Madrid.
Yeah.
So we're in agreement, right? All right. So the last one now. This is a guy you've always been saying. Tinashe, I think is good. I think if he leaves this club, you know, you can actually see how good he is. Dwight McNeil.
Dwight.
Yeah, they say he might be going to Everton. Is that the right step?
For me,
step in the
yes.
right direction, yeah.
Because I will look at his game, right, against Burnley. Sorry, with Burnley.
Yeah, with Burnley, yeah.
He has this. He's young. He's 21, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, if he goes to a club where you remember that banger that he hits
Against Everton.
against Everton.
Yeah.
If he can get that free roam, I mean, imagine getting the ball from Sigurdsson, you know, cutting in onto your left foot. Imagine having a coach who tells you play left wing because all you're supposed to do is put the ball in the box. So,
right, yeah. And he's also playing under Rafa.
what he can do is,
coach.
obviously, for Everton, I don't think they will have any real reason to play him on the left because if they're looking for crosses, Digne is their guy. I mean, he always comes from left back. You probably just add numbers in the midfield, sorry, in the edge of the box, or probably he has that, you know, silky touch that he did show, you know, against Everton, you know, to then score that killer top corner past Jordan Pickford, who's...
But he's kind of redeemed himself now. After
Yeah,
the
no,
goals,
he
you
did,
know.
he did.
I still think he's a scrappy keeper, but yeah, at least he's got some some equity.
So yeah, I think that wise move for him.
Yeah, I think so as well.
And I do get that he gets the you know, the game time and then add a bit of meat.
Yeah, Richarlison, McNeil,
potatoes, potatoes in the body, you know.
A lot of spaghetti.
Spaghetti, pasta, and pineapple on the pizza.
No, never. It doesn't work. All right, so yeah, that was it for now.
That was it for it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us. I don't know how you fail to subscribe, how you fail to like, to comment.
If you speak like that, then definitely you can't put the pineapple on a pizza. Yeah. So from now on, never. You're never gonna have pineapple on a pizza, right? Promise the viewers, Chris.
Funny enough, I actually have one in the pizza box.
My gosh. All right, guys, that was it for this week.
Thank you very much for
Thank you very
joining
much.
us.
Yeah, we enjoyed this. Chris giving you a lot of wrong information.
Yeah.
Whilst I was trying to correct him, even though, you know, he's a bit stubborn. But yeah, that was it, eh?
Yeah. We'll,
I think next week we might look at the Premier League. You know, just predict top 4 and stuff like that. I don't know
Yeah.
if you think that's right.
just bring in a couple formations, you know, probably a couple reviews and everything.
Exactly.
So yeah,
All right.
please do join us. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the
Yeah.
content.
Yeah,
please
Chris
remember-
really likes the comments.
Please remember to also, you know, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube as well.
Exactly.
Then turn on the notification button so that as soon as we have a new video, you can get the notification on your phone. Then we engage and we can give you more information and more insight on one of the world's biggest and most loved games.
I think that's the best outro we've ever done.
Thank you for watching TK Sports. For more awesome content from this channel, please subscribe. And also engage with us on our social media platforms down in the description below.